Hey Big Brother fans, it's late. It is approximately 2:15 a.m. Big Brother time, the morning, early morning of the finale. And this is probably one of my biggest spoilers ever. Here we go. I had to type it because he was going so fast. Dan went outside in the middle of the night when he made sure everybody else was sleeping, and he went outside to do his practicing of his speech. He went into the storage room, grabbed the timer, and timed it out. And what I'm going to give you is pretty much like a rough sketch, because he wrote it, rewrote it, and rewrote it, and rewrote it about 10 different times. But this is pretty much what you are going to hear from him. Sounds like he's going to throw it to Ian. I'm thinking he's fairly certain that he's up against Ian, because he didn't say anything about going up against Danny. Here we go. When this game was reset, I knew I was in trouble, because I looked around me and I saw two huge physical competitors in Frank and Shane that I couldn't beat. Two huge social gamers in Jen and Joe. I saw an absolute wild card in Ashley, because I never knew where she was coming from. And I totally underestimated Brittany as a coach. I'm glad that I was on her team. I can't forget my loyal warrior, Danielle, who was loyal to me to the end. I knew I wasn't going to be as good as them, so I had to figure out what I could do that was different to win. My answer, although you may not agree with it, was to play a ruthless game. Not because I wanted to, but because I had to get to the end. I had to build relationships, get you to trust me, get you to do things for me, like use a veto to save me, and then stab you in the back. My goal was to never have to win a competition, because I couldn't count on that. I couldn't count on getting myself out of it, hence the funeral. To let you know that Danny and I were not working together. Brittany would have figured it out that I was going to Frank and to make a deal. At the end of the day, I had to play on a lot of emotions. The only thing I could ask of you is to vote for the best player. One of the strongest moves was the funeral. It served three purposes. One, it caused chaos and knocked Brittany off the scent of me making the deal with Frank. Two, it made you believe that Danielle and I would never work together, because I insulted her in front of the entire house. The only person that ever caught on to this was Joe. He asked me about it, and I knew that he had to go. Number three, I had to be hated so that people would want to take me to the end and sit next to me, so that they think that they could win against me. I do not have a photographic memory like Ian, but I played this game 24 hours a day and tried to do whatever I could to get me to the end and have this chance to speak with you. How do you like them apples? Seriously. He is such a pro. If he doesn't win, I'll be surprised. Seriously surprised. I mean, I can hope that the people have been in the jury long enough that they've gotten over the bitterness, except for Shane. He's still bitter. They tweeted pictures from the jury house that they created, and his was very bitter. Anyway, I'm very excited that I was able to witness that. I almost gave up and hung up, because, sitting and watching a house sleep for, what was it, 11? They went to bed about 2 hours ago. So I hung in there like a champ for you all. I'll see you after finale. Bye.